Hello, everyone. My name is Harvey. I will be talking about the political and economic relationship between Australia and France. I'll be giving some background first, and then I will be talking about the current issues. So, firstly, the relationship is generally considered quite good. The relations date back, most people say, around the World Wars, when Australia committed troops on the same side as the French, of course, including on D-Day. So in 2014, when then President Hollande visited Australia to meet then Prime Minister Tony Abbott, he publicly said his gratitude that France will never forget what Australia did on D-Day to help the French nation. Of course, there are also similar cultural values. So both countries staunch opposition to terrorism, and also both countries' political interest in stability in the Pacific region. Australia, of course, being in the Pacific, but also so is France. So France has a whole litter of small territories, such as New Caledonia, which are actually French national territories. They're not individual countries. Okay, so moving on to some current issues, I want to talk about two things. So, having talked about maintaining political balance in the region, a diplomatic defense agreement has been struck between the two nations earlier this year. So, Australia has committed to spending $50 billion to a French national company called Naval Group in order to build state of the art military submarines in Adelaide. So whether you think this is atrocious or good, what's important is this is definitely a big development, and $50 billion is, of course, a lot of money. So the second thing is that I want to talk about a potential Australia-EU free trade agreement. This has, of course, not yet been signed. Talks began in June 2018, so last year, and it's been gaining increasing support. So Merkel has often been in favor of it, but Macron has also shown interest in the plan for a free trade agreement. The agreement, the FTA agreement, would involve Australia exporting meat into the EU, which is the world's largest trader of manufactured goods, and Australia would receive cheeses from Italy and France, and potentially also wine and other kinds of goods. So I think both of these two developments reflect a certain sense of shoring up support between the two Western-style countries, increasing the relationship, increasing the good relationship, and thinking about potential insecurities in the future, potentially in the Pacific region.